So, to continue our Titanic Museum adventure in Belfast, we're going to stop at the Nomadic, SS Nomadic. Yeah, it's right by the Titanic Museum. It's worth seeing. It's the last surviving White Star ship. It was used as a tender for the Titanic and the Olympic, and also in later years it was the Queen Mary and Queen Elizabeth. But anyways, sit back, enjoy, and we'll see you at the end. Bye. So we just came out of the Titanic Museum, and I have to say we went twice because the first time we missed out on things, so we did go twice. And I have to say I was glad we did because there's just so much to say. So we went in there about 10 o'clock, and it's almost 12:30. So we've spent all that time inside there. Now we're off to the Nomadic. We're going to go there. But yeah, I highly recommend the Titanic if you come to Belfast because it's incredible. Don't you think, Peter?
Yeah, very much so.
So, anyways, we'll see you later. Oh, also too, before I go, you can't videotape in there. Hence why I couldn't use my... You can take pictures and stuff. I did take video on my camera and stuff, but and you've seen it. You're looking at it now. But yeah, so just to give you a heads up on that. How much did we pay for that?
£49 for the two of us.
Yeah, £49 for both of us. So anyways, well worth it. Bye. Running around. We're going on the Nomadic. There she is. Right across from the Titanic Museum. Yeah, so that's the Nomadic. And we're going to check out the that ship.
I'm not sure if this ticket gives us access. If it doesn't, then we don't go on.
Okay. Bye. Here's what she looks like.
The only surviving ship of the prestigious White Star line of fleet is the only one that's survived, and it's Titanic's tender.
So it's the only White Star ship left in existence that was built here.
We'll go to the race. First class luggage out there, okay. See, I'll never do first class because we wouldn't have the money back then either.
So first class here, luggage.
Second, potentially.
See, I still think there's going to be a lot more luggage that they put there.
Sorry?
I said there must have been more luggage that they put there. These are private. What are these private?
You notice how it's all in French? Privé. It's private.
Privé.
This is second class.
Yeah.
Much more simple.
Yeah, they get shuffleboard.
Passengers want to come on these. We used to have afternoon tea here, man. Now, this is a very brief history. Nomadic was one of two vessels commissioned by the White Star Line in 1910.
They were to tender for the Olympic and Titanic, which was too large to dock in Cherbourg Harbor. She was launched in April 1911 and could carry up to 1,000 passengers when fully loaded. She also served in 2 world wars, acting as a minesweeper and ferrying American troops to and from the harbor of Brest in France. She was no longer needed after World War I, for they had enlarged Cherbourg Harbor, but was brought back after World War II, for the port of Cherbourg was so damaged that it needed her services again, and she worked for the Queen Mary and Queen Elizabeth at that time. She finally retired from duties on the 4th of November 1968. There is so much more history that I haven't even delved into, so it's interesting. It's well worth to look into her. Anyways. This is what the engine is. It's really, really warm in here. So we're on the bridge deck. They're doing some restoration on it right now. We have to go this way here. So they're doing some restoration work. Which, that's probably what's going to end up having to do with the Queen Mary.
First class passengers, they do not travel light. So, what do you think of her? Quite a beauty, eh? Built by Arland and Wolf in Belfast.
Huh. Wow. We had much better crew quarters than this. See? And that's what they would hear. So we went on the Nomadic. It was great because it's part of the whole Titanic thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what is it? It's the only surviving White Star ship that was built. right?
Yeah, the one that's left remaining.
Yeah.
It used to be a tender to take the passengers to the Titanic from Cherbourg.
So it's well worth it to come and look at it, because this it takes over 1,000, not over 1,000 passengers on this vessel. It doesn't look like it would, because it really, in theory, is a tender that would tender people from the shore to like the ships that were coming into Cherbourg. Cherbourg. Yeah, but it was active during the war too, so
It's had a turbulent history,
yeah.
but it survived.
But yeah, and they look like they're still kind of restoring it, because there's certain areas that we couldn't get to. But by the time you guys see this, and it's probably going to be restored, and you'll be able to enjoy it. This is the HMS Caroline, Belfast here. So, but anyways, I'm going to catch up to Peter. Oh, I know. I've got a seagull that's
He's literally
picking things up. Yeah, he's going to go for it, isn't he? Don't mind us. Yeah, we've got the HMS Caroline here. So
it's £11 to get on.
yeah.
If you're an adult.
Anyways, I think I'm going to end it there. We had a successful trip to Belfast. Yeah.
He's forgotten.
But this is kind of the last of our big trips.
Yeah, it'll be a while before we go anywhere.
Yeah.
Got to save the money up again.
So it just gives us a chance to explore Scotland now.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
but you know, who knows what it will get up to. But we've thoroughly enjoyed this this tour of the Titanic in Belfast. Yeah. So if you get a chance, come and visit. We'll see you later. Bye. I hope you enjoyed the short little video on the Nomadic. Like I said, it's got so much history about it. You can go on Wiki page, and it's got a really interesting history about that ship. But anyways, so next week I think we're going to venture back home, because in my own backyard I have a bit of Scottish history that I'm going to me and Peter are going to explore. So we'll see you that next Wednesday. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so that we can bring you more content in the future. It also helps us to make the channel grow. And once again, thank you so much for watching.